A man walks into a bar one night around closing time. He sees a fishbowl of $50 bills behind the bar. He asks the bartender, "What's that all about?" The bartender tells him they have a bet here and no one has won it yet. He says, "See that man down there at the end of the bar? Well, his name is Tiny. No one has ever knocked Tiny out with just one punch." The man says, "I could." The bartender says, "Wait, see that door there? Well, we have a guard dog down there in the basement, but he has an abscessed tooth. Now there's some pliers on a barrel down there. You need to pull the dog's tooth out." The man says, "I can do that." The bartender says, "Wait, one last thing. See that woman at the other end of the bar? Well, that's Tiny's 300-pound wife. She's a prostitute and no one has ever satisfied her." The man says, "I could do that." The bartender says, "Well, put down your $50 bill." Unfortunately, the man didn't have a $50 bill, so he left. The next night near closing time, the man shows up drunk and slams a $50 bill down. The man tells the bartender, "Okay, let's do this." He walks on over to Tiny and says, "Hey, Tiny, your shoelace is untied." The bartender watches as the man knocks Tiny out with just one punch. The man says, "I'll be back," as he enters the door to the basement. The bartender stands there as the sound of a large dog barking suddenly turns into a dog's painful whelping, then finally silence. The door to the basement opens up and the man emerges. His face is bloody and his shirt is torn. He has a pair of pliers in his hand. The man says, "Now where's that whore with the abscessed tooth?"
Grumpies.